Okay, welcome back. So go ahead. Who wants to share what they did? Yes, anyone?
Yeah, um, Ministry of Road and Public
Okay,
Transportation,
okay,
Traffic Directorate,
okay,
and Ministry of um, Urban Planning.
okay, okay. That's it.
Three, is it three?
Sorry.
You said three organizations. You want more?
No, I didn't say three. Anyways,
No, okay.
any other?
There is also the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal that involves themselves for sustainable activities in Bahrain.
Okay, okay, okay. Any other group? This is one of the groups, right? What about the other two rooms? Which room were you in, Akbar? Room one?
Um, I don't remember, to be honest. There were names for the groups.
Yes, room
The
one,
numbers.
doctor.
Anyways, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Any other person?
Room
Any
one,
other?
I guess.
Anybody else? Yes. The purpose of these activities is to get the input from you. If you are not giving the input, I will just move on. So anyone? Anyone else? Okay, fine with me. No problem. Okay, so in the break, I was just looking at some statistics for other countries. Okay, so we said most of the accidents or the road traffic crashes is a bigger problem in low and middle income countries. So I found this. Okay, so these are death rates per 100,000 people. Okay, in different countries, most of them are low and middle income countries, and you can see they are way higher than what we have for Bahrain, right? So this is for these countries. This is for Thailand in different years. Okay, so although they are decreasing, but they are still, around 10 or 12 per 100,000 people. Okay, similarly, this is for the Asian countries. Okay, including UAE and Qatar as well. Okay, and where is it? Yeah, this is these are death rates. Okay, so even with UAE it was more than 50. Okay, up to 2016. These are statistics up to 2016, from 1990 to 2016. So according to this data, it is shown that even countries like UAE and Qatar have a very high, or had a very high rate. We don't know presently, but obviously from 50 it would not have gone to 2 or 3, right? From 50 it may have reduced it to maybe 40 or 30 or something, but still it is high. So even in the Gulf countries it is a very big or major issue. Okay, we have lots of deaths because of that. Okay, moving on. uh, just to make a note, I didn't like uh, you know your lack of participation. Okay, the next stage is to have a kickoff meeting, the first meeting, the initiation meeting between the road safety audit team and the project owner or design team. Okay, so whoever is handling the road safety audit and whoever will do the road safety audit, they will meet together. In this meeting, the road safety audit team will be provided some background information about the road. Okay, including drawings, imagery, existing condition data and collision data. Okay, whatever data you have for the accidents and for the road, you hand it over to the road safety audit team. Okay, within the team you will assign a photographer and secretary. By the way, whenever you make a group, secretary is very important. Secretary is very important. He is the person who is, you know, getting things done in the group. Okay, so the name may not appeal to you, but secretary is a very important person. Okay, for any group, you may provide them maps on a larger scale, maybe A3 size or maybe bigger, so that they can do the notes. They can take the notes on the map. Okay, you may also, or you should also provide them field equipment. Okay, or they would have their own equipment. So what is the equipment they need? They need safety vests, they need measuring wheel, okay, just for quick measurements on the road. They need cameras for taking videos and photos. They need stopwatch and clipboard and paper, or a tablet if they want to do it on a tablet, okay, taking the notes on tablet. Then they will do the field review. So the road safety audit team will get into a vehicle, maybe a van or something, in which they can all be together so they can discuss with each other, and they drive over the road. They drive over the road multiple times in different traffic conditions. So maybe peak hour, off peak hour, okay, one direction and then the other direction. They do it multiple times, okay, and each time they are together, they are discussing what are the issues they are seeing there, and so on and so forth. Okay, if possible, the driving can be done by different drivers as well. Okay, so maybe within the road safety team, everybody can have 2 or 3 drives over the road, or they may hire additional drivers from somewhere outside as well, okay, to do this exercise. Okay, the photographer and secretary are at the front, and they are noting down everything. The photographer is taking the pictures of whatever important object he sees in front of the vehicle, and so on. If there are different modes available on the road, for example, pedestrians are also allowed, bicyclists are also allowed, buses are also moving. So the road safety team should experience from the point of view of all these road users. Okay, so they should not be only driving. If there's a bus system, if there's a bus on the road, they should travel through the bus as well few times. Okay, they should try to cross the road few times as well. They should try to go over the bicycle as well, or maybe observe somebody else going over the bicycle. Okay, so they should be experiencing. So the main theme here is that the audit team should have the experience of the road users directly. Okay, at this stage, it is better that you have a prompt list. Okay, a checklist, prompt list or checklist, that these items should be checked on the road. A prompt list makes sure that you are not missing anything. It also makes sure that the road safety audit, everybody is looking at the same items. Okay, so it doesn't happen that you come back to the office and you ask people, did you see this item, and they said no, we forgot about it. Okay, it should not happen like this. Okay, so everybody is looking at the same item. They are looking at everything which is important, and if you have a new member in the team, then it is good for him as well. Okay, if you have a new member in the team, or if you have a new team which is doing this, then a prompt list or a checklist will make sure that even this new member or the new team does not make any mistake. This is example of a checklist. Okay, so you have the item for which you are looking for, and then within that item, what are the features on the road you are looking for. For example, design and placement and presence of sidewalks, presence of bridges, presence of shoulders. Okay, quality, conditions and obstructions. Then within quality, conditions and obstructions, walking surface, clear path, and these things. Okay, so you can go through the list. Okay, lighting conditions, within lighting conditions, the lighting for sidewalk, the lighting for road, and so on, the night lighting, the lighting during the day, and so on. Okay, so these things. Then you do the analysis and the reporting. Once you come back from the field, then try to organize an analysis session, analysis workshop as soon as possible, because everything is fresh in your mind. Okay, so you have like a workshop, which I try to do at when I break you into groups. Okay, but unfortunately not successful. You guys didn't pay attention to it. Okay, maybe you were discussing about the fasting, right? Anyways, or what you are shopping for or eat, right? Anyways, so it is done in the form of a workshop or like a training session. So everybody is discussing. You come together with the points. You have the information provided. You have the information from the field visit, and then you discuss with each other. Okay, which events are more frequently expected to happen, and which of them are more severe. Okay, so you have to define the or categorize the events according to their frequency and according to their severity. You can see the scale over here. So if some feature of the road is causing or may cause more than 5 crashes per year, then it is called as a frequent event. Okay, if it is causing between 1 and 5, it is occasional. Less than 1 crash per year, that is the average. Okay, so if you have 5 years of data and you have like 4 crashes, so it can be less than 1 as well. Okay, it can be less than 1 as well. So less than 1 crash per year or less than 1 crash per 5 year, that is considered as infrequent and rare respectively. An event which will cause a death, more likely it is a high severity event. If it is causing severe injury, more likely then it is a medium severity event. Then injury low, and no injury, that means negligible. Okay, so according to this, taking frequency and severity into account, they have developed this coding. Okay, so again the coding goes from A to F. The coding goes from A to F. F means high frequency, high severity. High frequency, high severity. An event or a feature which will cause many crashes and most of them fatal crashes, having deaths. And A means event with low severity, low likelihood. So a rare event having causing less than 1 crash per 5 year, and causing most likely only a property damage. Okay, so this is a scale, and you can see the coding over here. So whatever you have gathered from the site, so you will rate the features according to this coding. If you want to change your coding, you want to develop your own coding, you go ahead. You can do that. Okay, but this is just an example of this recommended metrics. You will prepare a report. Report should include the information about the site, what is provided, what you have gathered, information about the members of the team, their name, their background, their feedback, their expertise. Okay, the times and dates for the site visit, explanation of the prioritization method. How did you prioritize the events and the road features? Okay, how did you use the coding? Okay, or did you develop your own coding? Okay, so the method for doing that, and a list of safety issues and suggested mitigation measures to be done. So what are the safety issues on the road and what should be done? Suggestions. Then you present the findings to the agency, the client who gave you this job, the project owner, the design team. Okay, you may also give them supplemental details as well, which are not part of the report. Okay, maybe pictures and videos and some survey you may have done and so on. The local agency may ask for some clarification if they need. Okay, so this is again done. You have to present it. Just giving them report is not enough. You have to present your report so that they can ask questions, they can ask for any clarification. Okay, and this presentation should also be documented. This presentation should also be documented. Okay, so whatever questions and answers, whatever is happening in this presentation will also be part of a report. Then the project owner, the design team, will prepare a formal response and incorporate their own findings in that response. Okay, so they will say the road safety audit told us these issues. For these issues, they told us these measures. Out of these measures, we are doing this. From then, we cannot do this because of this reason. We cannot do this because of this reason. Or instead of doing this, instead of doing what they have suggested, we are doing something else, and this is the reason, and so on. Okay, so they will prepare a formal response letter, and that response letter will go to the audit team. Come back. Okay, they may not do anything after that. The audit team may just take the response and keep it in their record. They may not be doing anything because obviously they are not the owner of the project. Okay, they will be and these changes, whatever changes the agency has selected in the end, must be implemented as soon as possible. So don't wait for 5 years. Okay, we will do it when we have more crashes. No, you have already taken the measures. You have already decided what to do. Now implement it as soon as possible. So you feel there should be more lighting on the road. Implement it as soon as possible. Okay, speed should reduce, do it as soon as possible. Okay, again, to maintain proactivity. Okay, maintain the proactivity, don't wait for the crashes to happen, do what is required as soon as possible. Okay, so this was the road safety audit procedure. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, otherwise I'm going for the attendance.